What's up? You already know. This is Peach, and today I'm live. To let y'all know that I am having a class this Wednesday tomorrow. Today will be the last day to purchase tickets for it, but the cost is $24. You can buy your ticket directly on my website, which is peachmcintyre.com. Class will be from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be my typical teaching. I'm going to go over editing, thumbnail making, YouTube, and 3 ways to monetize YouTube, TikTok, and then Facebook. I'm a little disappointed in myself because I knew earlier I got banned from going live on TikTok. I'm 7 days banned. And I knew since earlier, like, girl, stop talking about this. Girl, like, stay focused on your sales. Make sales, make sales. But instead, I was just having fun on the internet, chit-chatting. And now I'm in trouble. And I can't go live on TikTok for 7 days. Gratefully, I still can go live on my other platforms, but TikTok is my favorite one to be live on, so I gotta really work on my behavior. And my husband always talks to me about this, and here I go again. So it's like, girl, when you gonna get it together? When you gonna stop? When is you gonna stop and just do the right thing? Thank you. I need to take my hair out, everybody say, but I ain't ready yet. I got a lot of new growth. But I think the braids, now that they're older, they look even better. I really do. So I'm a little bit disappointed. Not a little bit, I'm a lot disappointed in myself because it's like, girl, at what point are you gonna just like stay focused and stop letting people trick you out your shoes? You know better. You literally said that while you was live, and then you still went and did the thing you wasn't supposed to do. Hey, y'all. What's up, what's up, what's up? So I'm mad about that. And then I'm hungry. And I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know what I'm going to eat today. I don't even know what I'm going to cook for dinner. Last night we cooked sloppy joe. But tonight, I don't know. I ain't take out nothing. But I'm upset with myself. I don't know. I love being live on TikTok, but I be cutting up sometimes. Thank you. Whenever my babies come, we got a long time to go. I've known I was pregnant since I was 2 weeks, and I've shared my pregnancy earlier than I normally do. So I got a long time. I'm making pizza, bagels, and pasta. That sounds good. My kids always like pasta. They really like Alfredo pasta with no meat, which I think is so weird. Like, who want pasta with no meat? My kids. So, yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Do some shrimp pasta and just get them a little bit of shrimp and some of them no shrimp because they don't be caring about it. I really like the shrimp I had bought from Costco's. What's up, T? Y'all, I still haven't been uploading long form content on YouTube. And long form content make way more money than short form content. It's just that short form content is so easy. Like, it's so easy, but it's not as much money. Hey, in Hawaii, I'm gonna assume that's where you at. But I have a lot of long videos. I just haven't edited them. And that's another thing. I'm like, anytime I do get banned from going live on TikTok, I try to think about the bright side. The bright side is you could just edit your videos and stuff and stay focused and put out content. Right now on TikTok, everybody is still in a frenzy because I said that I feel like community college is for teen moms, single moms, older people 25 plus, and poor people. And so they still just like want to keep going on and on and on and on and on about the clock out soon doing well. That's awesome. Hey, y'all. You know, so they're upset about that. And it's like, ugh, I should have just stopped addressing it. Just let them just be. But I don't understand why people get so upset when your belief systems are different from theirs. Hey, thank you so much. Child, please. Y'all be wondering, which I don't think you are, but even if you were, To know that a man is married and he got all these kids and his wife is pregnant and still want to sleep with him, it just shows who you are as a woman. Also, what I've learned with experience and maturity is that when a woman sleeps with your husband, it does not take any power from you. Women do that and they think that doing that will give them your powers. But my powers don't come from my husband. My success does not come from my husband. My success comes from my own hard works. Okay? My own hard work. So once I learned that, it's like I really don't care. If you was to sleep with my husband, that wouldn't stop me from being successful. Would it hurt? Of course. Would I cry? If my husband was cheating on me again, of course, I would be devastated, right? But I would keep going through that adversity and I would still know my power sits with me. A lot of women make the mistake that I made where I thought that my power, my validation was coming from being with this man. And then when the man break your heart, you start to feel worthless and like, what did you do wrong? Like, what's wrong with you? It's absolutely nothing wrong with you. If a man step out on you, it's because they wanted to. You can have your body done. You can have money. You can look like a bum. People do what they want to do. How you react after that is up to you. But don't ever forget, you're worthy, you're beautiful, you're smart, and your power is still your power. He can't take it. Whoever he messed with can't take it unless you choose to give it to him. And I refuse. All right? Thank you. You have no morals, just as ignorant as can be. Me? I have a lot of morals. It's a lot of things that I could do that I don't do because I have morals. I love that about me. Thank you. Exactly. So some women, unfortunately, they don't realize that. I mean, I'm older now. I'm 35. It took for me to get in my 30s to realize that. So it's okay if you don't realize that. We all have to learn and grow at our own speed. Thank you, Faye. Yeah, they just be bothered. I think that's so funny too, because it's like, we was just talking about this earlier on TikTok. People like, you so evil, and all you do is put people down and this and this. And it's like, no, I don't. People bother me, and then I say stuff back. But also, if you feel low about yourself, that's a you problem. If you feel like somebody is better than you, which I think I'm better than everybody, of course I'm the best in the world. But if you feel like somebody is better than you and it's bothering you, that's your dumb ass. What you gonna do about it? You gonna come up or you gonna just stay down and hate them? Of course, most people, we go back to that crabs in the bucket mentality, would rather pull you down instead of doing the hard work of coming out of the bucket, because it's hard. Climbing is hard. Getting back up after failure is hard. So most people like it easy. Learn to leave your mother alone. She's thriving. Oh, you on your fake page. I'll talk about my mother as much or as little as I like. If you don't like it, let me help you out. You can always leave. Nobody gets to pick when I stop talking about it but me. Thank you. This is so funny. It's all these fake pages. You went from Kim to Carter. Thinking about becoming, I don't care what you decide to do. Y'all on y'all little fake pages. Listen, live your life on your terms the way you want to live it. I have to live my life on my terms, and I try to improve it for my children. I've made a lot of poor choices, and my kids, feel the effects of that. So I'm trying to make better choices. But you live your life how you want to. What's up, Miss Underwood? I'm on YouTube Live. I gotta get used to being on YouTube and Facebook. They miserable. They not messy. They miserable. It's gonna be hard to trick me over here. I'm already banned from TikTok Live, so I gotta behave over here. It's gonna be real hard. But I hope you all are well. I got distracted. I'm gonna go home and get some coaching from my husband. I want him to give me a long talking to. That's it and that's all. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. I gotta go live on Facebook and all that later. I'll do that after this. I'll stay on here for a little bit. I would love twin girls, but knowing my luck, it'll be boys. Thank you. It's been my pleasure. It's a stick up or I haven't gambled in a minute. The last time I went to gamble, I won, lost, got my money back, won a little bit more, and lost. Hey in South Tampa. Thank you in Washington. I appreciate you so much. I wish I would have been live on here while I was live on TikTok. I said starting tomorrow, but now I'm gonna have to wait. I was like, starting tomorrow, anytime I go live on TikTok, I'm gonna go live on YouTube because we be over there having some deep conversations and sometimes some just entertaining stories, and YouTube don't be getting them, and then they screen record it and put it everywhere. I don't care. They're so silly. Thank you. Y'all obsessed with a man that don't know you exist. That's crazy. Yeah, most likely gonna have boys. I'm pretty certain that's what I'm gonna have. People really obsessed with you and it's insane. It's crazy. Even people making videos talking about they want people to fight me, like just craziness. Like it's so crazy. How did they come up with this? Be miserable and be wishing. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're gonna share or not. It just depends on where I am in my life. Um, at the current moment, I don't feel like I'm gonna share, but things can always change, so I'm not sure. No, that's how my eye folded up. I don't have coal in my eye. And even if I did, it'll be my eye booger. Yep. That's another reason why I say I don't think I will ever do meet and greets. People always like, you should do meet and greets. I be like, people will not like you and they'll come just to like touch you or be negative, put that energy around you because they hate you. So it's like, why would you put yourself in those kind of predicaments? I'm okay. Do you ever run into other content creators? Kind of, not really. Like where I live, I do live by another content creator, or really two. One of my neighbors is a TikToker and a YouTuber, but outside of that, no, not really. Thank you. So yeah, other than that, not really. Also, when I do run into like some people be content creators and they like think they so big of like think big of themselves, and I'm not one of those people. So like I done ran into content creators and they be trying to talk so big time, like they got so many followers and making so much money, and I just and oh, okay, thank you for telling me. I just always stay calm and play it cool. I don't like fame. I always tell y'all that. I have no desire to be famous. I just want the money. But unfortunately, the career path that I'm choosing right now for money, it comes with fame. I love how Peach doesn't have mine. She do it all herself. Yeah, I like doing it. Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure. They so funny. Hey, in London. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just disappointed in myself right now. I wouldn't care. If my husband was with his boo watching me on live, why would I give a fuck? That would be him and his boo business, wouldn't it? I would sound pretty important if he laid up with his boo watching me instead of being freaky with her. Y'all some grown women and y'all so silly. I hate that for y'all. But then it's like, what do I expect? Sorry to hear that. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. They be real jealous. And then when you tell them that they jealous of you, they be like, you don't got nothing to be jealous of. All you good for is having kids. You nothing to be jealous of. They be like, all you good for is having kids. You don't even own a house. You don't even have a car. You ain't nothing. And it's like, child, you be knowing you everything they jealous of. You a whole lot of something. So that part be funny. I love to cuss people out. Thank you. You inspired. Thank you. I don't think I've been being that inspirational lately, though. We don't care. I know. They could just be jealous of your energy or your spirit, etc. I think I finally know what I'm finna eat. Oh, that's so sad. You on your fake page that miserable, coming up with some hurtful solutions. Who hurt you, my love? Was it your mama or your man? Who hurt you? My babies are good. Thank you. I will, Faye. Will you do more music? I'm not sure. I haven't been trying. Thank you. I agree. Do you feel you come off wrong on certain things, or when do you feel you will finally forgive those who hurt you or do more positive things? I do enjoy your content. I feel like I do a lot of positive things. When I'm out with my family, I be doing positive things with my family. As far as like making up with my other family, no, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I will talk about it when I want to, as much or as little as I like. That's up to me. That's my story. That's my testimony. That's my life. Um, as far as like content creation go, I'm just ready to go back to Disney World. Like I think my content is gonna shift to more like Disney related content, cause that's all I really want to do. I just want to be a mom, and I just want to go to Disney. Occasionally, I'm gonna go to. Occasionally, I will do, what is it called? Grocery hauls and things like that. But I just really want to do cooking videos and just Disney. Have you ever been to Disneyland in California? Do you like Disney World better? I've never been to Disneyland in California. Me and my kids said we're going to go next year because we want to go to get on that cars ride. The scenery looks so cute. Yes. I'm going to get rid of you, though, because you've been very negative, and I don't like that for you. I don't know who hurt you, baby, but go get on your other fake page and come back and try to harass me from there, okay? Thank you. You missed my cooking vlogs. I cooked last night. I had just made something simple. I made sloppy joe and what else? I did sloppy joe with French fries. Yeah, but that's what I want. It's like last year I got distracted because, like last year, that's what I was doing, exactly what I wanted to do. My kids were in daycare and in school. We were on a routine. My husband was very involved. Like everything was good, and we was just going to Disney World, like my dream life. And then I got distracted by family drama whenever my babies come. What's the best meal can you cook for a family? Hey, well, my kids would probably argue with you about this, but my favorite meal to cook for a big family is cream of chicken. White rice, cream of chicken, and green beans. It's easy, it's simple. You put it in the oven, you go about your business. It's delicious. So that's like my go-to meal. That or pot roast. Thank you. I don't do get ready with me's. So I don't know where you love get ready with me's from, because I've never really been a get ready with me kind of girl. I don't even know if I got any videos like that. Mostly it would be like me getting my hair done or something. Do you use cream of mushroom? We recently started, Miss Stephanie. So Wood was cooking cream of chicken. And did I not upload my cooking video? I did a whole cooking video cooking cream of chicken. But Wood had accidentally, I think I uploaded it. He had accidentally, I'm so sick of these fruit flies. Shit, so annoying. Mixed the cream of chicken with the cream of mushroom. Oh my God, it was so good. So the last time I cooked cream of chicken, I mixed cream of chicken with cream of mushrooms. So good. I would say definitely mix them together. Thank you. I mean, if your kids tired of spaghetti, cook something else. My kids love spaghetti, any kind of pasta. If my kids can eat pasta every night, take pasta to school, like that's all they like. They like pasta. But it's other things to cook. I like baking chicken and shit. I like baking stuff because it's easy, or getting on the grill because my husband cook it and I don't. I'm starting to put my cakes in bundt pans thanks to you, and melting the ice and frosting. My kids love it. That's my favorite kind of cake. I love a bundt cake. Me and Gorgeous supposed to make a homemade bundt cake. The Peach Patch sent me a cookbook like 4 years ago when I first started off on YouTube, and Gorgeous has taken this interest in cooking. So she been picking out little recipes. She want to make this peppermint chocolate cake, a bundt cake. Hey, Nina Beverly. Let me pin her. So Nina Beverly said, been with you since day one, babe. Would love to come there and help you with the new babies or a couple weeks and love on you and those babies. Thank you. She really has been here since before I even hit 1K 4 years ago. I cannot believe how fast this has passed. This time, it's bittersweet. It's like, I thought I was going to be doing this for 2 years and be done. Goal was like clear as day. Do YouTube, make $1 million cash, buy a house, make $1 million, buy a house cash, and disappear. This was not supposed to be a long-term thing for me. So to deviate from that plan and make all this money, make the $1 million still, and then go broke and get evicted and relocate to a new city, like, literally, I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Literally, like, living your life on camera, the good times and the bad times, and the time just flying. Like, my baby Gregory will be 17. Gregory will be 17 on Saturday. Like, it's bittersweet. It's like, I know for a fact I'm not doing this for life. I was just telling them that on TikTok. Somebody was like, Peaches, what's your 30-year plan? Think TikTok gonna be around, social media gonna be around in 30 years. I'm like, bitch, I'm doing this for 4 more years. That's it. I got 4 years. I'm giving myself 4 years to get myself together, get my finances back in order, my investments together so I can retire and be on my farm and just be a mom, you know? Because that's still something I wholeheartedly desire. But doing this, and that's why I gotta get focused. That's why I'm like, I'm mad at myself because when I went live on TikTok, my goal, the whole purpose of me going live was like, okay, let's sell out these seats for my class tomorrow. Let's book these one-on-ones for this week and have tunnel vision. Now I had fun, but we was just talking about everything under the sun. Stories y'all have heard before, like who my baby daddy is, who got the same daddy, who had to take DNA tests, which all my kids have the same dad. For those of you who don't know, that me being unfaithful. We talked about all that stuff today on TikTok and just telling different stories that you guys have already heard. But it's like I deviated from my plan and now I'm banned from going live on TikTok for 7 days, which that's happened to me numerous times. I'm used to it. But it's just like, girl, when you gonna stop deviating from the plan? When you gonna get back to having tunnel vision and just staying focused? Tunnel vision, like, don't let these white noises distract you. I'm so tired of these like little fruit flies everywhere. So I'm a little upset with myself in regards to that. It's like, girl, you gotta stop giving them that attention. Like, you've done that for like the past 2 years, year and a half. You've been letting people distract you. You've been, reacting to the reactors. Stop it. So I'm gonna have a long talking to with my husband and with myself. I'm finna journal about this today because it's like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life at all. I want to be done in 4 years. I feel like 4 years is a good enough time frame for me to get myself back in order. And I still know, like, we're going to have adversity still. Like, I'm still going to fuck up along the way. Don't think I think like, oh, this is going to be sweet and easy. No, it's going to be challenges. I'm still going to make mistakes, whether I'm off the internet or not. sometimes it's not going to be mistakes. Sometimes it's literally going to be, I choose to do the poor thing. I know better, I could do better, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to have those kind of moments as well. So I'm not naive to think that's not going to happen, but I want to be done with social media in 4 years. I think that's a solid plan. I'm going to sit down and journal it out. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Do you feel like you are setting a good example as a parent? Yes and no. Like, I still have room for improvement. I'm never going to get on the internet and act like I'm perfect as a mother all the time. But certain things, I do feel like I am setting a good example. Teaching my children how to love, you know, multiple kids that speak different love languages. I think I'm doing a great job affirming them positively, giving them guidance, and then showing my children that I am human and explaining why I have made the choices that I've made, whether they have been good or bad. I think those are good examples. And then my kids, like, seeing me fail and seeing me continue to get up, I also feel like those are good examples. But then there's certain things that I know, like, I need to improve on. Making sure you're on time for school, making sure you are helping with homework, making sure you are home to eat dinner with your family. Like, those are things that I feel like I could have done better, and I'm working on them now. So with things like that, that's not a good example. What I have been modeling for them, but I am making the changes. Can you tell people what they can do to get rid of roaches? I have a video about how to get rid of roaches. It's viral. I feel you. I need to get back on track and journal as well. You got this. Thank you. You are a great mom. Thank you. But there's always room for improvement. Are you creating generational wealth? Not at the moment. At the moment, I just gotta, you know, get back to where I was financially. Thank you, Miss Lakeitha. She said, well, Peaches, I think you're doing a swell job at raising those kids. You have a great community. You have them in great schools, and you are committed to your husband. So I think you are wonderful. Thank you. But it's still room for improvement. I'm never going to sit up here and lie and act like I always have it together, because I don't. And I believe in being transparent. What are your kids' love languages? Each of them are different. I feel like at the moment, Gorgeous likes more, shopping, materialistic kind of stuff. In quality time, I feel like Gregory McKay likes conversating with me. McINTYRE is big on quality time. Oh my God, like, that's the child. He tells me, you owe me. He act just like me. He be like, Mom, you owe me. I'm like, I owe you. I don't owe you no money. What? I owe you something. He like, no, you owe me a bike ride. You owe me a book. You owe me this. You said you like. So he holds me very accountable, which I love that about him. He do not play the radio with me, and I need that. Thank you. Get a diffuser and use lavender oil and lemon. I'm in a clubhouse right now, and these bugs are everywhere. They all out the doors. And then in our house, they starting to come in there too. It's bad. Thank you. Is McIntyre a loner? Yeah, he's like me. He's very similar to me. He don't really like to be bothered with nobody. He be by himself a lot, and he cares a lot about me. Like, if I'm splurging on the other kids, he'd be like, oh, I don't want anything. Mom, I don't think you should buy that. Can you truly afford it? Like, he like into my finances, into my business kind of thing. He act just like me. It's like looking at yourself. Like, it's a little bit scary, scary when you gotta try to act just like you. But I love that quality about him. Thank you. Thank you. I know life ain't supposed to be perfect though. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not crying because my life isn't perfect. I know that it's not supposed to be perfect. You will have perfect moments, and that's what make life living. Like, you're gonna go through some storms, but if you just keep going, if you just push through, you're gonna have that moment where you could breathe. You're gonna be like, And then you just take it all in, and it's beautiful and it's perfect. And then another problem comes, another storm comes, whether it's a week from now, same day, an hour later, or 10 years from now. You're going to have problems, you're going to have storms. But when they come, I just go back to what my daddy said: life is filled with adversity, keep going anyways. Don't take it personal. Don't sit in it for too long, because you just delay yourself. And I learned that from my own experience. Like if I sit and I think about how I fucked up and I just sit in it, what is that gonna solve? It's okay to like have those moments where you think about it and you feel it and you sit with it for a moment. But after that, bitch, get up. Let's go. What we gonna do next? What's the solution? Learn to be solution based. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm 52 years old, and I love that I'm still learning a lot from you all the time. And and you motivate me to keep pushing with my disability. I'm happy to hear that. Because, I mean, sometimes I have to go back and remember my 3 E's. What am I doing this for? What am I giving my audience? Education, entertainment, and elevation. I feel like I haven't been giving out, elevation, aka inspiration, all that stuff lately. And I need to go back to doing more of that. Thank you. I appreciate you, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much. Thank you. He with your mama. Thank you. Thank you. I just gotta just stay focused. I'm just mad at myself because it's like, girl. And then, like people been screen recording my videos. I know they always screen record my live streams and then they break them up. So they're going to make them a lot of money from all the stories I just told. But it's like, damn, I can't go live on my own page. It got me mad. Like, and I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at me. Just to be completely transparent, because you guys know I believe in being accountable. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Y'all so nice. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Karen. Thank you. Peaches, your real name, Peaches. Summer, my real name is Peaches. I need to take my hat though, for real. But we going to Disney for Thanksgiving. I gotta like plan all that stuff out, like every little detail, what we going on this day, what we doing on this day. Cause I'm excited. Choice is the main one excited. He talking about, I'm ready to go to Universal. I'm ready to go to Disney. I want to go to Beast Castle. So it's like, oh, I gotta get it together. For those of you who don't know though, I am having a class tomorrow from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. a content creator class. It's called Content Creator for Christmas with Peach. And the goal is for you to learn how to do content, get monetized, or start making more money so you can have a good Christmas 2024. All the money we earn in November will be the money we get in December. I love how you take accountability for your own faults. I had to learn that. Y'all know I went through that whole blaming my parents thing, blaming my baby daddy thing. And then I always tell the story. My cousin said, it wasn't your mama fault when you was rich. It wasn't your daddy fault when you was rich. And I was boo crying and I cussed them out. How dare you? And I'm crying. And then I get on Facebook. I go home. I get on Facebook and Love say, bitch, say I. Say I. It's your fault. You knew the nigga ain't had no car, bitch. Say I. Just boo-hoo crying again. Like, bitch, I done heard this from 2 people today that this is my fault. My life is fucked up because of me. And I went in the bathroom and I got in the shower and I was boo-hoo crying. I was crying like a baby, snot, booger tears. And y'all know I love to cry. That's one thing I'm going to do. I love to cry. So I was having me a good snot, booger tear cry. And that's when I had my epiphany. If it's me who fucked up my life, if I fucked up my life, I can fix it. Let me fix it. And I literally got me a notebook like I do now. And I just started writing shit down, writing lists, writing stuff down. And I changed my whole life. And I still go back to that to this day. I still do this. I literally taught this on Wake Up with Peach. When we blame others, we're giving them our power. versus when we take accountability. And one of my students, she's one of my favorite students, her name is Kimberly. She had shared with us in one of my classes where her daddy told her, her dad, Kimberly, her name Kimberly Lane. Y'all know I love quotes. For those of you who've been watching me for years, y'all know I love quotes. It stuck with me. Her daddy told her, even if it's not your fault, it is now your responsibility. So even if you can't feel like Peaches is not my fault, like somebody violated me, like it was them. Okay, but now it's done. It's your responsibility to move forward from it. Whatever that looks like, whatever that healing looks like, it's now your responsibility. It's your problem now. So what are we going to do about it? And then you just go back to being solution based. Yes, I live in Florida. Thank you. Thank you. Nope, I live in Florida. Some of y'all seem like y'all want to do fraud. Some of you want to do fraud because you know I live in Florida. All these little personal questions you asking, bitch, you trying to hack my bank account. Ain't no money in there. Ain't no money in there. You broke my heart when I watched your video about you don't have anyone on your dad or mom's side but God, and the peach patch is your family. Family don't have to be blood. Oh, thank you, Miss Danielle. And honestly, I don't feel bad about not dealing with my family. Like, it ain't a good environment anyways. It's not like I come from something oh so good. I come from something fucked up and toxic. So I'm not really losing out on anything. It's people that try to make it like I am. I promise you I'm not. I'm the black sheep. So even if you see my family getting along, I don't get along with them. I don't fit. I don't go. It's like that wrong little piece. And I always think about my cousin Jerome told me, which gives me comfort. Imagine if we would have accepted you, you would be just like us. In order to be different, you had to be rejected, right? If your family, think about it, for all of you who are black sheep like me, if your family accepted you, that would mean you would be them. You would fit. And I promise you, when you take a deep breath and you look back at them, you don't want to fit. You don't want to be like them anyways. Even when you're in the mix, you're constantly trying to change them into being something different, and they're not ready yet. So learn to appreciate that they didn't accept you so you could be different. Thank you. Do I enjoy doing videos? Somewhat. I enjoy recording them. I don't enjoy editing them. That's the part I be like, my husband be yelling at me. He like, man, babe, all you gotta do is look at the shit. I be like, that video 34 minutes long. So like that passion of editing them and uploading them real quick, that's kind of gone from me. I don't really like that no more. Do you ever think about your cousin? No, I don't. I never sit up there and be like, oh, I don't give a fuck. I told you guys when that situation happened for me, it was one of those moments where I realized like I had a lot of resentment for having to watch him as a kid, you know, even when I didn't want to. So for me, it's not one of those situations where it's like, oh, I miss you. I don't miss you. It don't make me know, never mind. I wasn't talking to them daily or anything like that. Thank you so much. Man, y'all so funny. Thank you though for hanging out with me. I done had me a little cry. So when it comes to who the president is, I really don't care. I keep telling y'all, like, yes, I voted for Donald Trump. However, it does not matter who the president is. The person who has the biggest impact over your life is you. You. The president can't change your life. You can. The president can give resources or take resources away, but the most power comes from you. So stop thinking about like who the president is. Like, it's stuff you could do right now. Donald Trump not even our president yet, and y'all already giving him so much power over your life. I feel like that's crazy. You have the most control. This is my exact first time watching your videos, but I heard your name thousands of times. Yeah, I'm a real popular lady. I feed a lot of people kids. I help a lot of people get hairdos and nails and stuff. Lunch. This is my, oh, okay, I read that. Thank you. I'm not going to the casino today. I probably won't go to the casino until Thursday. That'll probably be like, I might be back going to casinos only on Thursdays. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tanya. But yeah, now we just like chilling, dealing with my consequences. Girl, you be hitting. Sometimes I win and give it all back though. And then sometimes I lose. Don't think that I just go to casino and win. I tell y'all I be losing, I be crying. You know, you can win today and then go back tomorrow and lose everything you won plus some more. Gambling is dangerous. I tell people that all the time. This is real money. This is real life. Gambling is dangerous. If you don't currently gamble, don't let our videos get you so excited that you go up in there and start losing all your motherfucking money, because sometimes that's what we do. Um, Being a content creator and gambling on your YouTube channel is a blessing, because Gamble with Peach still make a lot of money. I haven't posted on Gamble with Peach in over a month. It's still doing well. However, it's dangerous. And even in Gamblers Anonymous, y'all know I'm in Gamblers Anonymous, they teach you like, even when you win, you still lose, because sometimes you end up winning the money, but you missing out on things with your family. You could be at home with your kids helping with homework, but you in a casino. You could be on that family vacation, but you in a casino. Sometimes you be home with your kids and the only thing on your mind is gambling. You can't even enjoy that moment, like, oh, I'm just with my kids. You just like, oh, I can't wait to go to the casino. When the fuck I could go? You know, you chasing that hit, that jackpot, and your kids are losing. So gambling is dangerous. I'm never gonna sit on this internet and lie to y'all about that. I always tell people, anybody who tell you to do something that's ruining their life hates you. I don't hate y'all as much as y'all hate me. I don't hate y'all. It's dangerous. I promise. If you don't gamble, don't gamble. If you don't drink, don't drink. And I always tell people this. When you think about the bad things in your life that you've done, think about who told you to do it. I promise you it was somebody that hated your motherfucking guts. They already knew it could ruin you. They encouraged you to do it because they hated you. So that's how my mind works. And I don't hate y'all. It really is dangerous out being there too. It's fun, but only fun when we win. I don't play lotto. I don't buy no scratch offs. I don't do lotto tick. I don't do none of that. That's why I like you, because you're so blunt. And that's why other people hate me, because I'm so blunt. But I will tell you this, for those of you like trying to get into content, stay true to yourself, be your authentic self, stay unapologetically you, because even if they hate you for being yourself, eventually they respect you for being yourself. In this society, it's hard to stay true to who you really are. Everybody like want the veneers. Everybody want the body. Everybody want this certain kind of look, just copying each other. Staying true to who you really are, staying true to your core belief system, even when you get backlash. Now that's respectable. You're going to get further than all of them. You're going to get your own tribe that feel your vibe, and they're going to stay with you no matter if you're right or wrong. They're going to tell you when you're wrong, but they still going to know, like, oh, that's just her being her true self. You get on my nerves, but I be watching still, and I like you anyways. Girl, fuck you. If you're a boy, fuck you. People tell me that like I give a fuck. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you like me. Your shit is extra. It don't take away from me liking myself. They literally do that. I did a one-on-one with a client, and at the end of the one-on-one, she was like, I just gotta tell you, like, I don't like you. I had to hold my composure. I had to hold my composure. I was like, it's like, they be so funny. You said you did like me. Oh, I read it wrong. Let me see. If I read it wrong, I apologize. You said you get on my nerves, but I still be watching and I like you anyway. And I'm going to say, I don't give a fuck still. Even if I get on your nerves, I don't give a fuck. All right. You're absolutely right with everything you say. All the fads will eventually go away. Yeah, we seeing that right now. Like right now, everybody getting their BBLs taken out and things of that nature. Thank you. Y'all so funny. You want to one-on-one with me? My virtual one-on-ones are $77.77 from now until November 21st. I'm doing one-on-ones, but I don't work on the weekends. You just gotta text me. My number is 813-797-1396. I don't think that's funny. You think it's funny, smile? You get on my nerves. I don't like backhanded compliments like that. Thank you. Healing from trauma is good for the soul. My toxic relatives are a mess. Yeah. You gonna play 777? I love the sevens. Thank you. So, as far as like videos with choice, I just don't want my child to be the autism poster child. I always say you never know how your children's life gonna turn out. Like he might not wanna have everybody looking at him like the autism poster child. So I don't see me doing more videos with choice like in his autism. I feel like with all of my children, we'll do videos when we're out as a family if they want to, and then sometimes we'll just be private. But I understand you wanting to see autism content, but for me, it's like, no. I'm not a family channel. I am Peach McIntyre. This is my channel, and every now and again, my family is featured. It's the videos with the kids I love, especially Joyce and Barry. You mean Mr. Teddy? And not Barry, Mr. Teddy. Um, Thank you. Is it hard living across the street from 7-Eleven? I don't live across the street from 7-Eleven, but why would that be hard? In the projects, we lived across the street from the corner store. Just walk across the street and get stuff when you feel like it. Thank you. I need to buy the content creator bundle because I'm trying to grow. So I no longer have a content creator bundle that you can buy. You only can attend my live classes. I'm back to only doing live classes. Thank you. This is 613 mixed with black. I just feel like it looks better that way. So it's mixed with black, but it's just more 613. Oh, you live across the street from 7-Eleven. Okay. Yeah. Where I live at now, I live by everything anyways too. Like we have restaurants, parks, like we live by everything anyways. But it's different for us. Thank you. No, my group class, I have one tomorrow night from 8 to 10. It's $24. My 30-minute virtual one-on-ones are $77.77. You have to text me for that. But my group class, you could just go to peachmcintyre.com and buy it there. I'm just chilling. Thank you, Miss Latanya. Miss Latanya. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm a little, like I said earlier, I'm a little disappointed in myself, upset with myself because I can't go live on TikTok for 7 days. But I know that it's my fault, and I know it's other ways to skin a cat. Thank you. I just gotta sit down and make me a concrete plan and then follow it. What happened? That ain't just, we was just on the chit chat and telling stories, but when we started back on the conversation, for those of you who don't already know, everybody is upset with me because Gregory McKay don't want to go to college, right? He's in 11th grade and his school is doing college tours and stuff like that. And I was just, on live and we were talking about it like last week, and somebody suggested that I send Gregory to community college, like tell him to go to community college. And I said I wouldn't dare do that. Like community college is for teen moms, single moms, older people, like old people 25 and up, and for poor people who mamas won't take out a student loan to send them to a university. Like for me, I feel like if I'm going to encourage my kid to go to college, I'm going to encourage him to go to a university. It's just a better environment for an 18-year-old who doesn't have children. And, ever since then, they just been like dragging me. So even when I was on live today, once they brought it up and I start telling them again, because I'm like, my opinion is not going to change. just because you don't like it, it's still the truth. Even when you look at statistical data, it's still the truth, right? And they started, doing what they do. So now I can't go live for 7 days. Community college has nothing but old people. I ain't gonna say nothing but old people. It's young people in there, but they're typically young mothers, so that's how I feel about it. I don't feel like community college is bad. I don't feel like going to community college you wouldn't be able to still be successful. I'm not saying that. I just feel from an environment standpoint, if you don't have any children and you're able to get into a university and you don't have any big responsibilities, go to a 4-year university and really get the true college experience versus going to a community college where your classmates have different responsibilities from you. They have to get out of school and go pick up kids, go make dinner, go to work. Community colleges still have, regular universities, 4-year universities and colleges still have, people like that as well, but it's not as many. So that's how I feel about it. Community college is also for kids who couldn't compete. In my day, we considered community college to be the 13th grade, and I'm 46. Right? You don't have to agree, but you could be respectful. Sharon is right. I'm continuing high school. I feel like Gregory will benefit from at least 1 year going away from college. It's just an experience. And that's what I was saying to people. Even when people was like, oh, you can't, it's expensive. And this, I'm like, I gamble. What people pay for college tuition, I can gamble that in a day. I have. I've lost $81,000 in one night. I'm not proud of it, but it's the truth. So to not be willing to take that same chance on my child where I don't care if tuition is $30,000 for a year or whatever the price is, I'm willing to gamble that on you, whether you quit or not. I don't care. I want you to go for the experience. See for yourself and see if you like it or you don't like it. And I just feel like as a parent, why would you push your child to something that they can do better than? Like, of course, there's nothing wrong with community college, but you don't have the same situation as most people that go to community college. So why would I push you into that, already knowing that you don't want to go, and that community college feels totally different from a regular college or university? Not gonna do it. I feel like I would be doing my son a disservice. Also, I feel like, and me and McKay talked about this yesterday, like he has the opportunity to go to Paris with his school or whatever, and I was telling him, you should go. And he was saying how he didn't want to go, and I just told him, I feel like you're being dumb. You're not taking advantage of opportunities presented to you. Me and your daddy, where we come from, we didn't have these opportunities. So take advantage of all of your opportunities before you know it. And I'm getting emotional about it, but before you know it, you're going to be 30 and you're going to be wishing you would have took advantage of certain opportunities. So stop being dumb. Like, go see the world. It's big. Go see for yourself. So this part of parenting is hard when your kids like getting older and you gotta kind of guide them. You still gotta respect their decisions, right? But at the same time, as a parent, you have the biggest influence, or at least you should have the biggest influence over your kid's life. I want to influence my son to be big, dream big, do big things. And I don't give a fuck who get mad. The people at community college, most of them made many wrong decisions young, and now they finally like getting it together, like it's finally clicking. That's not their first choice. I don't want that to be your first choice. I would never encourage that to be your first choice. And I don't give a fuck who get mad about it. The truth is still the truth. But if he don't want to go to college at all, I'm going to respect that decision. But I want him to go, like, have that experience. Peach, because you didn't do it, don't make him let it be his decision. You will push him away. I understand that. That's why I said, like, no matter what, I'm going to support him. I'm not going to shun him if he don't go at all. But we finna go see. We going to be doing college tours. you going on your college tours with your school. Like the first one, I didn't make him go. He was like, he didn't want to go. No, no, no. The second one, oh, you going? I paid for it. You're going. And he went and he kind of was like, oh, it's pretty cool and this and this, you know. But now as a parent, I feel like it's my duty to expose him to different options. I'm not going to just listen to y'all and be like, oh, it's okay if you don't want to go. College isn't for everybody. Oh, you just trying to live through your son because you didn't go to college, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but still, I'm going to expose him as much as possible and try to influence him as much as possible to at least try. And if you quit after that because you truly don't like it, I'm absolutely okay with it. All right. And I feel it goes back to the driving situation. How people keep saying, oh, you making him drive, you giving him anxiety, is this, is that. Now McKay driving like a pro. He drove to school this morning like a pro. Like it's nothing to him now. So I feel like parents don't take your hand off your kids. I don't give a fuck what society saying. I don't give a fuck what these other bitches saying that ain't got their shit together. Don't listen to them hoes when it comes to your kids. You keep your hand on your kids. You keep guiding them. You keep praying for them. You keep encouraging them. You keep your hands on your kids. I don't give a fuck. I hate when CC wipe their nose with their hand and it's not a, you're disgusting. I don't care. I like it. I love me a good snot booger to cry bitch. I'm 53 and I raised 4 beautiful, smart girls. 3 went to college, 1 did, and they turned out well, so don't beat yourself up. It ain't about that either. Like, I don't care if he don't finish college. I don't care if he go for 2-3 weeks and be like, I'm not doing it. It sucks. It's not for me. But I don't want him to not take advantage of every opportunity that is presented to him. Like, go fly, little butterfly, you know? Can you make 6 figures on YouTube monthly? Yes, you can. Hey, Daisy. I miss you too, Daisy. I hope all is well. I hope you still spending time with the kids and making time for your husband and doing I like myself. And come to my go, little butterfly, go in there. Here you go, pop up. Daisy was one of my Wake Up with Peach students, and she loved butterflies. She made this cool butterfly journal. It was so cute. I went to college. It was a waste of money. That's fine. I don't mind. I waste money in the casino all the time. I don't mind. So for me, it's not, my thinking isn't like y'all's. Well, people, that's just a waste of money. Bitch, I blow that. I've blown that and I still do. I don't give a fuck about that. You know, just go see for yourself. That's what I want to experience. He may change his mind and shock you. We'll see. But for me, and your opinion isn't wrong, right? If you feel like college was a waste of money for you, that's absolutely okay. I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. I'm saying for my child, I don't give a fuck if it's a waste of money. I've wasted money on other things. You have seen me. You all have seen me waste money. You even make videos talking about how I waste money. So on this, I don't mind. I'm a gambler. I don't mind at all. Are you still hosting the class? What are you teaching? Tomorrow I'm having a class from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Today will be the last time to purchase tickets, but it's content creation, beginner friendly, intermediate. Excuse me, what would you like for him to do if he does not go to college or university? So McKay said he's just gonna do content and animation. McKay wants to be an animator. And he's an artist, which I told him, like, you can go to college in Orlando, you can go to Savannah. Savannah has a big arts college and stuff like that. So it's a lot of stuff he could do. If he doesn't go to college, okay, that's fine, which we talked about. You can start making animation movies now. You can start working on this craft now. He can draw. He has everything he needs, every tool. I just have to push him more. But I need to push myself more as well. Like, McKay got an iPad. McKay got a MacBook. McKay got the Cricut. I think I'm saying it right. Like, everything he needs. Thank you, Miss Dina, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. But everything he needs to do whatever he wants, he has a mom that's willing to support him financially, emotionally. You know, I'm willing to support you, so take advantage. But we're at this stage where he kind of like slacking off, and it's like, you don't want to be hard on your kid, but you know, like, we at that age where it's like make or break. We at such an important age, so you kind of got to get a little firmer. And he told me that. he was like he want me to be, harder on him and, make sure he's doing everything he's supposed to do, which I never really had to. McKay's always been a great kid, very self-sustaining, just do whatever. But now it's like, I'm finna be on your ass. I don't want to run you away. I'm going to give you grace, but I'm not finna just let you work too hard. I'm not finna just let you fall through the cracks of life and then be 25, 30, or whatever age looking back trying to fix your fuck ups like most people in community college finally getting it when I could just stay on you and help you get it now. That's how I feel. Does your son pay bills? Of course not. The fuck kind of question is that? You like an older lady. I don't believe in that. So my belief system is different. If you follow me, then you know my childhood. I got my first job at 15, and when I got my first job at 15, I had to become fully responsible for myself. Get my own hair done, pay my own phone bill, pay a bill at home, get my mama gas money to take me to work. I had to start paying for everything, buy my own prom dress, pay for my own graduation cap and gown. I had to start doing everything for myself. So for my son, even though he makes money, McKay is only responsible for like his designer stuff that he like, his food if he eating out by himself. But other than that, if we're eating out as a family, I buy it. His phone bill, I pay it. His anything for school, anything related to school, like he just had to get a calculator, it was $127. I bought it. I feel like you're my child, and as long as you're my child and you are a child in school, I'm going to support you. And I was even talking to a mom at Chick-fil-A because we was having this college topic, and she was telling me, like, yeah, stay on him to go to college, especially if he wants to live in this area. So we was talking about that, and she was telling me how her husband and her do their life is if you don't go to college, we'll take care of you for a year after college. We'll still be fully responsible, but after that, you need to get you a job, a real job, not a McDonald's job. I was like, okay, because that makes sense. And then she was like, and if they do go to college, though, we pay for everything. We don't care. We're paying for everything, tuition, your books, your cell phone, your credit card, anything you need, we're paying for it while you go figure this out. And I'm like, that's my goal for my children. I want to be like that. I don't want to be, oh, you got a job, you need to be responsible, you need to da 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 da. So I'm never gonna be that kind of mom. I feel like that's crazy. And I know, like, and I talk about this all the time and people get upset with me, but the way we grew up, that's how we grew up. Our moms couldn't wait to push us off on an older boy. Oh, talk to him, he got money. Oh, you having sex, I ain't doing, tell that nigga, and you still a minor. I still remember when I was with my husband. Y'all know I've been with Wood since I was 16, but when I was 17, I worked at KFC, and my mama would not, I worked at KFC and Radio Shack. My mama would not come pick me up from work. I had to be home by 10. She said if I'm not home by 10, she gonna whoop me. But she ain't coming to get me from work. So then I gotta depend on Wood to come get me from work to take me home because my job was way far. It was by my grandmother's house, and we lived in Grant Park. And then one time I broke up with Wood, he wouldn't come get me. I had to call another boy to come get me. My mama still wouldn't come get me. So for me, it's like, I love my teeth too. I wouldn't dare put my child through that kind of stuff. It's like, nope, I'm coming to get you. Even once McKay started driving, I'm putting gas in your car every Sunday. Like, nope. He know his job is to make sure he don't go broke. Like, you could spend your money, but if you spend all of your money and you don't got no money at the end of this and you want to go to Chili's or something, I'm not giving you my money unless we eating out as a family. Other than that, so he had to learn, like, okay, he always has money, right? Set him up for success, savings, good credit, everything. He has a credit card. He has a savings account. He has a checking account, all that kind of stuff. He banks with Navy like me. Thank you. You're correct. I do the same for my kids. I don't acclimate them. You got to think about it. And I know, like, a lot of black parents like to say, oh, well, I'm teaching them responsibility. How they going to learn responsibility? I feel like you only get to be a child once. Once you become an adult and you have your own kids and you have your own place, you can never be a child again. So I feel like children should stay children for as long as possible. And parents should love that about them. They should love their innocence. They should love their childlike personalities, and they should enjoy taking care of them while they're children. And as they grow into young adults, they'll enjoy adulthood more. He's really creative and talented. You must be so proud. I am. Let Gregory invest in some stocks as well. That's not my specialty. I did have somebody reach out to me willing to teach him stuff like that, but I'll buy him a book about it. But for me, that's not my thing. I had to distance myself from my toxic family because they was mad because I got my bachelor's degree. I believe you. I like the new video with you and your son. Thank you. It happened so fast. I just turned 26. Feel like I was just going off to college. I graduated at 21. Congrats. Yeah, once you're an adult, that's it. I mean, my stepdaddy would always say, once a man, twice a child, meaning like you a child while you little, then you become a man, and then you're going to get old and be a child again. But it's still never going to be the same. Even in old age, when we go childlike again, we still have responsibilities. Hopefully when you were an adult, you did what you were supposed to do so you can, have nurses or stay in a retirement home versus some people who not going to get the same level of care and things of that nature. But I just feel like once you become an adult, that's it. That's it. Like, it's no going back. How do you feel about kiddos dating as teens? I feel like grown-ups need to stay out of kids' business. That's how I feel. Whether a teenager is dating or not will never be another grown-up who isn't their parent business. I truly feel that way. I cussed somebody out recently and in the past about asking my son, is he dating? That'll never be none of your motherfucking business. As a grown person, if it's not your kid, you shouldn't be worrying about them dating. It kind of gives predator, in my opinion. Why are you concerned about a teenager that's not your age and that's not your kid dating or not dating? It's not your place. Now, I'm going to give some of y'all grace because a lot of you guys were statutory rape. You were dating older people and you didn't have anybody put people in their correct place and advocate for you. But as a parent, I'm always going to advocate for my child. So that'll never be any of your business. All right? I mean, as a mom, no offense given. Once again, that will never be any of your business. Any parent advice for people with one kid? I feel like it's a little easier with multiple kids because they have one another. How old is your kid? Gregory McKay was the only child for 4 years of his life. So from ages 0 to 4, it was just Gregory McKay and I. And it's a lot more work when you have one kid, I will agree, because you got to get them more attention, but I liked it. So when I just had Gregory McKay, I taught Gregory English and Spanish young, so he was speaking Spanish young. I used to draw with him, read books to him all the time. Like, I got videos and books. I was a more hands-on parent. I always tell McKay, I feel like he had the best version of me as a parent in his core years. Your core years as a child is ages 0 to 8, your core developmental years. He got the best version of me out of all my kids because I was in college. I was able to be attentive. I was a substitute teacher, so I'm teaching all day. I'm coming home teaching him. He got a lot of my attention. We went to zoos, aquariums like I do now, but just the two of us, Disney World, just the two of us, he got so much one-on-one attention. Versus my other children, when they started to come into play and I'm working, I got this successful business, starting with McINTYRE. I feel like McINTYRE got the worst version of me as a parent. I'm regretful of that all the time. He got me as a mom making all this money, so I'm like more focused on work. He got the depressed version of me where I can't even pay these bills. I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. And then they got the rebuilding version of me, but I'm still like working. So I always feel like McKay got the best version. With one child for me, it wasn't hard. it was easier for me, in my opinion, but I had to be selfless and give my child a lot of time. Now, as a parent, and I still battle this now, I think all parents do, where we have to decide to be selfish or selfless, because that's what it really is. It's not that, how you saying, oh, they could go play with each other. Sure, my children can go play with each other and be out of my face. However, my kids still desire me. They still desire one-on-one time with me. They still desire sibling time with their siblings in me, family time with me, them, and their dad. So I feel like that's the hardest part of parenting. How you saying like, well, you feel like it might be easier with multiples. It's kind of not. It's just that some parents with multiples just throw their kids off on each other, which I don't recommend. Yeah, y'all can go play with each other, but McINTYRE still desires that bike ride, just me and him. Even today, he was like, before I took him to school, he's talking about, Mom, you can't beat me in racing. And I'm like, I know I can't beat you in racing, McINTYRE. He was like, I'll race you anytime, anywhere. And I know you can't beat me. So I was like, okay, McINTYRE, I'm going to race you with Gregory McKay bike. I bet you can't beat Gregory McKay electric bike. He going to charge it and I'm going to beat you. So that's something I'm going to go do with him today. Even though I might not feel like it, you kind of have to tell you to shut up. And I just think back to what my uncle said. When you become a parent, your life is no longer your own. And that'd be an issue with a lot of parents. We become parents and we still want our own life. And that's okay. You can have your own moments in life, but you still have to give your children your all. You got to remember, every decision you make affect them. When you don't want to spend time with them because you're going with, going through your own thing, you still got to tell that person, hey, these kids are important, bitch, get up. That's one of the reasons why I loved YouTube in the beginning. It was like other women, when I was at some of my lowest points in life, seeing them continue to push through their adversity, get up, cook for their kids, take their kids to school with broken hearts, with no dads and stuff like that. It gave me a lot of encouragement. So I always still want to show that part of myself, but that part is hard. I feel like as parents, that's the hardest part of parenting. Telling me to shut up, telling me like I'm not that important right now. Like, you're important, but this is bigger. Like, girl, let's do this for these kids today, even when you don't feel like it. And a lot of parents can't, you're only one person. Don't be hard on yourself. Unfortunately, we can't be in two places at once. Just do what you can when you can. So I agree, Alicia. However, sometimes we can prioritize things. Like me prioritizing going to the casino instead of being home, helping with homework is stupid. Of course, I'm only one person, but it's like at certain times we have to just call ourselves out and make the right decisions. Record the race and show us who won. McIntyre probably gonna spank me, but I'll see if I can. Growing up in a toxic household with a horrible mother. Sorry to hear that. Man, bye. That's not how the kids see it. They want time, love, and attention as well. Yeah, I agree. Kids want their parents to themselves. Every kid desires one-on-one time with their parents. And I do that with my kids. I recorded it, but I didn't upload it. Like the other day, I took Amazing out. He came to me early in that morning when I was asleep. Amazing wake up before everybody every day. He's the first one awake. Well, except on school days. McKay been getting up early. But he came in my face. It was Saturday. He came in my face. He said, Mommy, can you take me out to get ice cream? I want a blue ice cream. And I was like, Amazing, I'm asleep, but when I get up later, I'll take you to get a blue ice cream. And I literally just took me and Amazing. We went and got a blue ice cream, and he rode his bike, and he just got to be with me by himself, and we chit-chat and stuff like that. So no matter what age, all kids desire time. Y'all big grown ass still be desiring time with y'all mama, just me and my mama, no siblings, no sisters, no grandmamas, right? You still desire that. So no matter what age you get, you're gonna desire that one-on-one time with your parents if you have a healthy family dynamic. Keep pushing. I love the way you see things. Your kids seem super happy, and that's the most important. And then Amazing got in the commercial. It was so funny. I was like, oh my goodness. His shoes was on the wrong foot and everything. It was like, is it okay if he's in our commercial? I'm like, you want to be in a commercial? He said, yeah, okay. But it was so cute. Now I'm in my clubhouse. Thank you. So glad I subscribed. I like it here. I came to see for myself and didn't go off of what the hate pages were saying. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. I just spent the day shopping with my mama yesterday. I love my mama. Exactly. So most people in healthy dynamics, they like one-on-one time with their parents. There's nothing wrong with that. Meaning that I can relate. You're such an inspiration to me. Thank you. Your family needs a TV show. Not interested. We get offers. Well, we had some offers. Not interested at all. I don't ever see me doing TV. I don't want to be famous. I keep telling y'all that. I don't know if y'all don't believe me. I know when I told my daddy that, he was like, that don't make sense. What you do requires fame. I'm like, but I don't desire fame. I don't desire glitz and glam. Me and my husband totally different. I think Wood would like being famous over me. I like being regular. I like being normal. I like looking normal. I don't like too much attention. Like, I don't like it. Thank you. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all so sweet. Whenever the babies come, they come. You already famous, baby. I know, but I don't desire it, you know? Like, that's just not what I want. I like being regular. I just want to be a good mom. I want to raise whole kids. I want my kids to be like, I want my kids to know without a doubt my mama loved me. My mama fucked up, but she tried to fix it. My mama apologized. She saw me. She heard me. I want them to feel validated. I want them to have self-advocacy skills. Like, that's my most important thing when it comes to my kids. I want to be a good mom, a great mom, a phenomenal mom, a loving mom. And I want, you know, this season of my life to be about my kids. Thank you. Unfortunately, the most money these days comes with some sort of attention or popularity. I hate that. Yep, that's true. I mean, you can always do faceless content. I have faceless channels, but yep. Come on now, preach. I had to forgive myself because I was chasing my bag. And it's okay, guys. Like, even when we working hard, this is what I tell people. When they start talking about how hard I'm working, you ain't never with your kids, da, da, da. I tell them, it's just like, right now, every motherfucker in America that believe in Christmas is working hard. This is when everybody start working overtime. They trying to make sure they make Christmas happen for their kids. The difference is I'm willing to work hard every day, right, to make it happen for my kids. But at the same time, we kind of still need that balance, because if you're not balanced, you start to feel unfulfilled. If I'm working hard, making all this money, but my marriage is in shambles, I still feel like unfulfilled. If I'm working hard and spending time with my husband, but I'm not spending time with my kids, I feel unfulfilled. If my career isn't advancing, I'm making money, but my passion for this kind of gone, I'm not fulfilled. So that's why when we go back to those 5 things, making sure we put us first, a little quality time with ourselves, our husbands, our children, our finances, and our careers, because you want to feel fulfilled. You don't want to feel, my baby kicking. I got 2 babies, right? One of them is like more crunk than the other one. I got a crunk baby, just crunk. And then my other baby, calm. My calm baby is moving right now. So like when my calm baby move, I'm always like, I know the difference between both of them already. Thank you. We don't even see you have birthday parties for your kids. I don't believe in that, Nisha. I believe in having birthday parties for my kids within my family. So like we celebrate birthdays together, just me, my husband, and my kids. We don't really do the family celebration things. Even if you've been watching me on YouTube from the start, I was never into the big birthday parties. I always felt like that was dumb. We've done them with more money. Again, like I done took my whole family out for Wonderful's first birthday, and I took my whole family out for Gregory McKay's 14th birthday. I spent $20,000. The other one like $17,000. So I spent a lot of money taking everybody with me, but they didn't bring gifts. They got in a fight. At Wonderful first birthday, I took my whole family to Aquatica. They got in a fight at Aquatica and got us kicked out the park. So I don't really deal with that. I prefer my family. I prefer my husband and my kids celebrating with their siblings doing something that they want to do. And the attention and time not on them. Exactly. So yeah, I don't like that. Wow, that's a lot. Y'all didn't know that. I had been told y'all that. I think I never posted the pictures of like us singing happy birthday and all that, the wonderful, but yeah, it was a mess. My cousin them got in a fight at Aquatica and we got kicked out the park, the whole family. Yeah, so I believe in like small, intimate parties, and I've been like that for years. Gregory McKay had a big 7th birthday. It was the same thing. Like nobody brought gifts. Everybody just drinking. Y'all know my family. They like to drink, smoke, play dominoes, and dance. They don't really. Kid parties always be grown up parties. After that, I never threw a big party again until Gregory was turning 14, and we just did that party. After that, and wonderful first birthday, no more big parties. We just intimate family parties together. My kids can go, you want to go to Gucci? That's fine. You want to go to Disney? That's fine. Like stuff like that. Why complain now, big money? I complained then. I didn't say big birthday parties. I'm saying you don't film their birthdays. No, it's just not. I mean, I have in the past when we took Gorgeous to Chuck E. Cheese during the pandemic, but it's just not something that I have to release to the public. Wonderful's first birthday, we got videos, on the camera, the cake and all that. I just never released it. It's not, you know, it's not that important. Some moments just not worth capitalizing off of. Do your kids ever ask to invite a friend? No. My kids never be like, oh, I want my friends to come. Nope. It just be us. You love to make it like your family. They the reason why you don't do nothing. That's not true. My son has been hand selected to be a National Junior Honor Society. Congratulations. Thank you. I stopped doing parties too, never bought gifts, just came to eat and leave. Yeah, so it's kind of dumb when you think about it. Even if you look at me, I don't have baby showers. I haven't had a baby shower, a real baby shower since Gregory McKay. That was my first child, my first baby shower. It was ghetto. At the park, everybody smoking, drinking, playing dominoes, but I got a lot of stuff. After that, I've always bought everything for my kids. Never had another baby shower until the Peach Patch threw me a virtual baby shower for Wonderful, but other than that, that's just not who I am. I don't like that. I like intimacy. I like meaningful relationships. I like little stuff. Even when I was pregnant with McINTYRE, I paid for my sister's baby shower. We was pregnant at the same time. McINTYRE and Cam, my sister's son, they like a month and a couple days apart. I didn't do that. I paid for it, and they had to pay me back, but I didn't have a baby shower. I could have did my own baby shower. I just don't like that. I don't like people. I don't like attention. I can't stand motherfuckers around me. Like, that's just not for me. But you and your son in the middle of the hurricane was a moment to capitalize. Yeah, because we like hurricanes. And that still was just us. Maybe it would be cool to hold a subscriber party now. That would be something. Just because people subscribe to you don't mean that they like you. It's people that subscribe to you, watch every single video, and hate your guts. It's the bitch sitting here watching, eating something right now, big fat back bitch. Like this, I hate this hoe. They be on every scene. They don't always like you. I don't like that. My daughter was 2 now. She's in her first year of college and doing great. That helped to get into the top flight college. Thank you. Y'all talking about the National Honor Society. But, yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to put everything on camera if you don't want to. It's up to you. Even if you put an intimate moment on camera and the next thing you don't want to put, that's up to you. It's your decision. Let's go back to what I love to say. It's just like a woman and a man meet up. They go on a date. They hitting it off. He take her home. They in the bed. They kissing. They about to get it on. And then she say, no, stop. You have the right to change your mind at any time. You have the right to share and not share whatever you want. Don't think that your subscribers own you. They do not. You get to share and not share whatever you want. You could share an intimate detail and be like, "Ooh, I don't like the response to this. That was too much. I'm going back private with this." And that's your choice. Thank you. Peach, my life was centered around my children. My children got everything from my husband, and I got pure joy from making them now my grandkids. I cannot wait. Can you imagine me at Disney World with grandbabies? Like, the thought itself is crazy, but I can't wait for that experience. Thank you. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. No, that could be a separate party, though, like a hater party. Surfish, no. Why would I want to have people around me that don't like me? There's no amount of money that would make me want to hang out with people that don't like me. You know how earlier somebody said, you have no morals? I have a lot. There's certain things for me that's just not for sale. There's certain things for me that's just private. Um, While these women that need support from her, you all must be really broken bad when she's broken herself. Um, I hate that for you. You gotta be more broken than all of us to say something so cruel. That's so sad. Thank you. I don't want to share baby content. I can, but can't wait to be a grandma. Yeah. So I got a long way to go, though. Before I become a grandma, I got a long way to go. But the thought alone, it's like, that's exciting. The kind of grandparent I want to be. A part of me want to be like all the other grandparents I know and be a sorry one. Like, I raised my kids. I ain't raised your kids. I raised my kids. I don't babysit. I raised my kids. A part of me want to be like that. But then another part of me find joy in the idea of like me taking my grandbabies to Disney. And then y'all got to think about it. My oldest child is 17 and I'm about to have babies. So imagine like my kids are 17 years apart. I'm still going to be doing the fun stuff, God willing. I'm going to still be doing the fun stuff with my little babies while my older kids are having kids. Gorgeous and the twins gonna be 7 years apart, Mac 9 years apart, Choice them 12 years apart. You know, so it's like it's a big old gap. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Anyway, it's like bringing your grandkids with your biological younger kid. It's gonna be beautiful. Thank you. No, I don't like you, ho. You a hater. You just up here being so negative. You a fucking hater. Why you don't like me? You broke. Are you broke financially or are you broken on the inside? What is it? I'm from Finland and I've got homework at school. Can I interview you? No, I don't do interviews. It'd be crazy. It'd be nuts. It's like, your envy showing. I want to see why she don't like me first. I gotta know. The curiosity is killing me. My only child boy gave me a grandson, and I keep him every chance they let me. I love it. So yeah, part of me feel like I'm gonna be that kind. Like I be telling Wood, I be like, "Oh, this gonna be us at Disney." This gonna. I feel like I'm in a Disney group. If you're in a Disney group, then you know that one couple, God, their name's not coming to me. Gail and I don't know the man name off the top of my head, but they go to Disney almost every day. That's how I want to be. I want to be an old person, successful, living in Kissimmee, in my little vacation home, going to Disney every day. That's what I want. This woman extends herself to us, and all we could do is talk about her business. Here you are. Here you have a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I went broke. A marketing genius. I am that. Please pick her brain instead of picking at her business. Thank you. Thank you. You. I understand coming from a dysfunctional big family. Now I'm closed off. 9 kids, sweet. Yeah, so. Anyways, I had fun chit-chatting with y'all. I had a good little snot booger tear cry, and I feel more centered. I'll read your comment. I'll help you out, and then we're going to get ready. You're going to have to go get on your other page. She said, what you should be is ashamed because by you keep having babies, I promise you, he's definitely going to leave you soon. Just mark these very words. You think by having more babies, it will keep him around. So I don't think by having more babies that it'll keep my husband around. I think by having unprotected sex, choosing to not be on birth control, choosing to not have abortions, I will have more babies. Whether a man stays or go, I think about my great grandmother. She said, it's mama's babies, daddy's maybes. So in my mind, I know I could have a million kids and the man that I love could leave me to raise them. And I thank God that my heart is big enough, my mind is big enough, my earning ability is big enough to raise and love and nurture my kids, whether a man stay or go. Now, as far as my husband leaving me soon, I don't see it happening. But even if he does, let's say you're absolutely correct. He leaves me. God has blessed me abundantly, and my heart, my mind, and my earning ability is big enough to love my kids, nurture my kids, and care for my children. It's given that you envy that. Now we're going to go get rid of you. Now go get on your other page if you want to be seen. All right? Thank you. Y'all so funny. I feel like to any woman with a lot of kids, it's gonna be hard. Just make sure you ready for that part. Like having one child, having any child is gonna be hard because once again it goes back to what we talked about earlier. Let me go get my other phone. Let me go live on my other page. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm on it 100%. Well, I've been chit-chatting. All right, let me go live on Facebook while I'm on here. Thank you. All right. But back to what I but back to what I was saying. So when you have kids, it goes back to what my uncle said. Your life is not going to be your own anymore. So that part is going to be a challenge within itself. However, if your heart is big enough, if your mind is big enough, and if your earning ability is big enough, you'll be fine. Even if your earning ability isn't big enough, if your heart and your mind is big enough, that's enough. Kids aren't expensive. People like, kids are so expensive. They don't cost that much when it comes to money. Kids are expensive when it comes to your time, your mind, and your heart. That's where it gets really pricey. If those two things ain't right, then it's gonna be harder. Will class be the same as Sundays? Yes, Miss Robin. Thank you so much. My grandmother had 12, my mother had 5. I'm so happy for you. You have 7 beautiful babies. Thank you. I'm gonna have 9 kids soon. I am pregnant with twins, for those of you who aren't already aware. But I don't let that stuff bother me. A lot of women that say that they be having less kids than me and they hate it. It's a lot of women who hated motherhood. I don't hate motherhood. I love being a mother. I love motherhood. It's challenging. I hate when I have to do every single thing by myself and I lack a village. That part I hate. But when I have help, I have a tribe because it takes a tribe to raise a child, and I'm able to financially take care of my children too, it makes it easy to love motherhood. I love being a mom. I don't hang around women who hate motherhood. I don't watch videos from hoes who be saying, I hate being a mom. You know, that's the new movement on TikTok. They got all the black moms talking about they hate being moms and stuff. I feel like you can't differentiate the two. You can't hate being a mom and love your child. I hated being a mom, but I love my sons. I'm like, how could you have loved your sons and you hated being a mom? Your sons is who make you a mom. That don't make sense to me. You hated them as well. You have mother resentment. You feel like they ruined your life. I get it. You feel like you could have got further along had you not had your kids. I get it. And I'm sure you treated them accordingly because it's hard to differentiate the two. But me, I love being a mom. I feel like my life isn't over because I had kids. Is it going to be a heavier load? Of course. I'd be a fool to think that it isn't. However, I do feel like I'm strong enough for the job. Thank you. Everybody not the same, sis. I never understood why people say it's so hard. Being a mother is one of the most challenging jobs ever. I'm never going to say being a mother is easy. I will say having babies, raising babies, that's easy. But the older your children get, the more they need you. I didn't understand it at first. Y'all know Gregory McKay is my oldest child. He's 16 right now. And I remember I was in a Wake Up with Peach session and I was talking to them and I was just talking about like, you guys remember that when I had Phenomenal, like Gregory was giving me a rough time. Like he needed me so much. And I'm like, and one of the other mothers said that she was like, Peaches, you do know the older they get, the more they need you, right? I was like, what? Because nobody told me that. She was like, yes, the older they get, the more they need you. My kids that are adults need me even more than my kids that are little. And then it started to make sense. Because I always feel like having babies is easy. You know, you feed them every 2 hours or you breastfeed on demand. You change their diapers, you give them a bath, you hold them, cuddle. That's easy. But as your kids grow and they start to develop their own personalities, they get into their own friend groups, they get their own life, you still have to guide them. Parenting, true parenting, doesn't stop because your child is 18. Y'all do know that, right? I know some of you, and y'all know I don't like y'all, some of you couldn't wait for your child to turn 18, get out your house. Some of them couldn't wait till the child turned 15, start paying bills, taking care of themselves, and get the fuck out your face because you hated being a mother. You hated motherhood. But true parents know, like, parenting never stops. As long as there's breath in your body and your children are alive, you are a parent. It doesn't stop. All that I raise my kids, you're going to be raising your kids for the rest of your life. It's no cutoff time. They 30, they still need you. They 40, they still need you. They 50, they still need you. True parents know that. So that's why when you do make the decision to become a parent, you have to be willing to commit to it long term and not think that you're just having a cute baby. And sometimes we do make that mistake, or, oh, I just love babies, I'm having a baby. Bitch, you having a person. They don't stay babies that long. They need more guidance. That's why they need our help. I was shocked when I found out you was pregnant again, but only because I've been following you for a while and I saw how hard you went through postpartum with the last baby. I hope you get a girl. I could never hate being a mom. I only had 2, wanted so many more. I love the noise of children. Y'all know what I love? I love when my kids are in debates, especially McINTYRE and Gorgeous. I sit there and I don't interrupt them, and they just be debating like, no, because of this and this, and proving their points, and I just sit and I listen for their reasoning. I think that's the cutest little thing. They don't be arguing. They be real deal having debates on why I'm right and you're wrong, and it just be so cute. Thank you. How do you feel about the older they get, the less they listen to you? I'm still not at that stage yet. New fear unlocked. I'm still not at that stage. I still have a good amount of influence over my child, thank God. He's only 16, so he still listens to me. He values my opinion. He values my advice. I know soon that'll come, and I don't know how I'm gonna adjust. So I don't have an answer yet. I haven't hit that stage of parenting yet. For the most part, all of my children still listen to me. Mine, 41 and 45, they always need each other. I enjoy being a mom. Man, y'all so funny. Anyways, I'm live on Facebook. Hey, Facebook. And I'm live on YouTube, guys. So I'm chit-chatting between the both. Yes, I'm 35. And I don't know it all. When it comes to parenting, I'm still young. My oldest is 16. He'll be 17 next week. Well, this week, Saturday. So I know I got a long journey ahead of me, but I look forward to it. I'm not stressed. I'm excited about it. Thank you. I just got to my son's school to pick him up. I'm forever grateful for the changes you've helped me make. I'm happy for you, Daisy. Keep up the great work. Daisy learned how to balance. She learned how to balance family. Well, let me put them in order. She learned how to balance herself, her marriage, her children, her finances, and her career. That's like the secret. The secret to having a happy life is balance. But you're going to get out of balance. I hope y'all know that. We're going to be balanced. Everything going to be perfect. And then something gonna happen and boom, we right back out of balance. And then we become solution-based individuals instead of why me. It's Instead of why me, it's how can I go ahead and get this done? And we make our list and then we get back balance. And then boom, something else happen. Expect for something else to happen. My eldest is 34 and I'm a mom of 4. Enjoy them, valuing your opinion. I've been watching you for a minute and you be trying to help everyone. You never gave gatekeeping. Thank you. I enjoy your gambling channel. We are always parents and then grandparents. Yeah. I'm gonna be posting on Gamble with Peach again soon. I need to learn that balance because I'm always tired from everything. So the secret is back to what I said. You just do it in that order. The secret is you first. And what does that look like for you? It might be, okay, I'm going gambling today from 9 a.m. to 5. I don't give a fuck. This is my me day. Or it could be, I'm going to get me a piece of chocolate cake and I'm not sharing my chocolate cake with nobody. I'm reading a book for 30 minutes about blah, 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 because that's what interests me. It's like you just doing something that's just for you. You don't have to share it with your husband, wife, your kids, nobody. It's just for you. Whatever that looks like. I'm taking a shot. I'm going to take a shit. And no kids coming in the bathroom today. Like, it's just going to be me on the toilet taking a shit, reading the magazine. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's bothering me. It's like, it's just for you. Then after that, it's your relationships. And people like to argue with me about this, mostly unmarried women. But your relationship comes second after you. And the reason why, I'll elaborate, the reason why I feel this way is because one day your children gonna leave, they're gonna grow up and have lives of their own. Your significant other is still gonna be there. Also, what I found is if me and my husband are fulfilled, we happily parent. So when my husband and I are at odds, we're going through it, I'm stress parenting. And so is he. He might be absent parenting or stress parenting as well. Versus when both of us are having a meeting of the minds, we're on the same page, we can easily go fulfill our children. Like yesterday, I gave my husband some intimacy and he went out with the kids by himself while I worked. He was a happy parent. My kids were happy and I was happy. I had some alone time, I got to work, etc. After your significant other, I put children. Children are immediately next. And the reason why your children are next is because they're more important than work. They're more important than money. Your children are like super duper important. And even if you winning at work, if you're not spending time with your children, if you're not doing for your children, you kind of feel bad. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. As a parent, I know when I'm fucking up. I could feel it. I know who needs what from me, and I know I'm not giving it to them. I could feel me fucking up. So you just figure out, like, what does that child need from you today? And I got 7, so it's different. One child might need you to read them a bedtime story. The other child needs you to go shoot basketball with them. Another child might need you to just make them their favorite sandwich and take the crust off. You know, every kid is different. And then a lot of times we think one-on-one time has to be alone, and one-on-one time does not always have to be alone outside of the house. Sometimes one-on-one time, and this is why I love my best friend, we used to have these kind of conversations all the time. I told her, like, with me and my kids, sometimes we cook dinner just one child at a time. That's one-on-one time. If your kid like to cook, this one like to make actual food, this one like to bake, well, I'm gonna go ahead and bake a cake with Wonderful by himself, just Wonderful and I. Nobody else is helping. Nobody's decorating the cake. It's just Wonderful and I. This is our alone time. And then McINTYRE likes to cook regular dinner. Well, he's gonna cook the dinner, so he feels good. He cooked the dinner. Wonderful feels proud of his dessert. We still eat as a family. Gorgeous at this stage where she likes to wash dishes. Okay, well, Gorgeous is gonna go ahead and wash the dishes after dinner, and I'm with her supervising, telling her how good of a job she's doing. She's amazing, you know. And so everybody's still feeling like they got what they needed from their mom. Me driving home with Gregory by himself and just having those important conversations. How is your day? How are you feeling on the inside? Is there anything I could do better? What do you need from me, etc.? And sometimes it might be, I need my hair done. You know, Gregory like his hair done. Having those moments, that's one-on-one time. People think like, oh, one-on-one time always got to be just me and the child outside of the home alone. You can have one-on-one time inside of your home. You can literally have a movie night with just you and one kid. We doing this tonight. So once you fulfill your children, after that it goes into finances. And I always put finances before career, because I feel like if you know how much money you want to make, then it kind of tell you what kind of career you should be focusing on. I can't say, oh, I want to make $10 million this year, but then I'm still doing stuff that's just $1. I gotta sell stuff that's $1 to 10 million people to make 10. So you kind of gotta be strategic. How much money do you need? How much money do you really want to make? And then what kind of job can help you make that money that you would still enjoy? And then when I do it in this order, I kind of get that balance. Now there's gonna be times where you feel like you need to work overtime. Me and my husband just had this conversation. I had just promised my kids I wouldn't work after 5. So all last week, I never worked after 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, did not work. Made sure I spent time with everybody after 5. I'm home for dinner, etc. But then we about to go to Disney World. Disney is expensive, and I like my kids to have the experience. I need to work overtime, right? So when times like that happen, what you have to do is just make sure your children still know what's in it for them. We start practicing and Wake Up with Peach, we did this a lot. What's in it for you? So when I work overtime, I'm gonna be gone this week a little longer than normal, but when I'm gone, here's what's in it for you. If you could just behave and let mommy work hard this week, I can go ahead and make sure when we go to Disney, we can eat at the Beast Castle. I can make sure when we go to Disney, you get those bubble wands that you want, that balloon that you want. Like, you letting them know in advance what's in it for them. So now they're looking forward. So now we're working together as a team, as a family, as a unit. So you still have that balance, even when you do have to pick up that heavy load. But I'm still going home for dinner. Like, I don't care. Even if I'm working hard today, dinner time, I know that's important. I'm finna still come home. I'm still gonna help you with these cookies. I'm still gonna do la kind of thing. How is Greg doing after the school incident? He's good. I never say if I have a favorite out of my children, I love them all. You shouldn't have a favorite child. Each child is different. You can have favorite things you like to do with each child based on their personalities, but you shouldn't compare your children at all. It causes resentment. Children start to think that you love this one more than me. They start to feel like they're worthless and things of that nature. Thank you. Any questions for me about what I'm saying? Of course, the children are after the spouse, but God, then me, then spouse. If you want to go ahead and incorporate God in what you're doing, that's fine. But in what I teach, it's literally those five things: me, my husband, my children, my finances, my career. If you want to say in God, that's you, that's your choice, but that's not what I teach. Thank you. Soon, when we go back to the casino, soon. Any questions? You were not busy this summer like last summer. We had a fun last summer. Yep, I wasn't. I had to get my life together. My whole life was in shambles. Seriously, how do you balance your time when we need time for ourselves and you feel overwhelmed with kids? So, Miss Victoria, you either go to sleep earlier, you put the kids in bed early and you get a little time alone after they're asleep, or you wake up early. Y'all gotta remember, I used to real deal wake up at like 4:30 a.m., take a shower by myself, be alone, go teach Wake Up with Peach, things of that nature. You can also do things like, I always recommend the YMCA. You can put the kids in the YMCA, put them in stay and play for 2 hours. You can't leave from the facility. You can go in the parking lot and stuff, but you can't leave from the vicinity of the facility. But you can go out there and get a break. You can go woosah, cry, journal. You can pay for a babysitter. If you're like, well, Peaches, I can't afford a babysitter, then we need to look at our finances and decide what we need to do for our career. Because if I could just pay somebody $60 to watch my kids one night out of the week, so I can go be by myself for a few hours, why not? If I have to pay more than that because I got more kids, why not? The average nanny in Florida costs about $15 an hour for 2 kids minimum. Thank you. This is not for entertainment. This is me being dead serious. So I still take time for myself. It just look different every day depending on what I need. My time for myself sometimes is literally like 30 minutes. Sometimes it's me in the line at Starbucks by myself. Sometimes it's me up at night with myself. Sometimes it's me up early in the morning. Like, you learn how to work that time in. You done dropped all the kids off, the baby sleep. You don't got nobody bothering you. That's your time alone. I notice I don't sleep at all. I'm constantly up in my thoughts and I don't even know how I'm still going. I feel mentally distant. I don't know if it's because I'm a single mom of 3 and being a parent. Journal. If you feel like I'm going through these emotions and I don't know why, you could be as vulnerable as you want on paper. You could rip it up, burn it. I keep mine. But you could rip it up, burn it, whatever you want to do afterwards, but get to the root. Are you really up all night because you don't know how you finna pay your bills? Like, I'm up all night because Christmas coming up and I can't give my kids a great Christmas. My job is this. Like, be honest with yourself. And then you literally write down a list. So everybody should have a to-get list. Here I am teaching. Everybody should have a to-get list. And on your to-get list, you should have at least 100 items. The first 10 are going to be the easiest. After the first 10, it's going to be challenging. But you should have a to-get list with everything that you want. I literally do stuff like this. I got dinner for the week, schedules, waking up at 4:27 a.m. This is when I used to get up at 5. This is one of my wake up with peach books. Like, I literally just write plans and stuff like that. Once you like have it planned out, even you thinking you don't have enough time for yourself, you stressed out in motherhood and stuff like that, once you put it all on paper, you're going to start finding gaps. And then you have to do something that's called the ABCDE method. A, things you must do, only you could do. B, things you need to do, but they're not as important as A. C, things that would be nice to do. Like, you talking on the phone with your friend and gossiping, that's something nice to do, but it's pointless. It's not helping you grow. And then it's D, things you can delegate. How you feeling overwhelmed and stressed out as a mother, you might need to get a nanny if you can afford it. You might need to get a laundry service. You might need to get the maids, etc. I still stand on that kind of stuff. You might need to put the kids in the before and after school program. You're like, damn, I need a break. My kids go to before and after school program, even if sometimes they late and they don't utilize it. They still are signed up. I pay $700 a month for the before and after school program for 3 kids. That allows me extra time to do extra things if I desire to do so. All right. Since 17 and now I have a 17-year-old and I'm exhausted. I feel bad because I want to be there more. I wish I had more help because I'm mentally exhausted. If you feel that way, stop talking to everybody. Just only focus on your kids. A lot of times, it's not that you don't have the time for your children and to enjoy motherhood. It's that you're taking on a lot of people outside of your children. That's what I found from doing the kind of work I do and talking to other people. I had one client, her sister just like to gossip. That's what they do. Girl, you seen what such and such post? And they sit up there and they laugh and kiki and stuff. And her life was falling apart, literally, entire life falling apart. Kids having issues and still on the phone with your sister gossiping about other motherfuckers. What she had to do, and it was so challenging for her, but she finally did it. She had to stop talking to her sister, and she loved her sister. She don't got no issue with her sister, but she had to realize, like, me talking on the phone with my sister about other people's business is causing me to neglect my children. It's causing me to neglect my own goals and my own dreams just for a kiki. Let me stop talking to my sister. She stopped talking to her sister. Her life started to progress. Guess what? Her sister want to progress too. So sometimes if you feeling like I'm there for everybody, nobody here for me, let me stop being there for everybody but my kids. My kids need me. My aunt, one thing I love about my aunt say, she always tell me, Peaches, focus on the family that you create. Peaches, is easier to influence children than adults. You up here trying to give grown advice to grown motherfuckers that don't want to listen. Their minds already made up. They think they know everything instead of you trying to help your children, guide your children. Your children are important. You are important. So let me do something to fulfill me, whether that's me going to Starbucks and getting a strawberry refresher and just writing something that I like about myself. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Right? After that, let me pour everything else I got into my children. And then also explain to your children how you feel, because your children might have some suggestions for you. That's even this morning. McINTYRE was like, why don't you just take us out of the before school program? We never on time to go to that makes great sense, McINTYRE. What about after school? You want to get out of after school too? He like, no, I love after school. Don't take me out of after school, kind of things like that. Like, children have advice. You just have to be honest with them and tell them how you feeling, what you're going through. They can give you guidance. They can give you wisdom. It was no difference than one time when my heart was broken. My heart has been broken many times. But I kept crying. I was just like, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. And McKay was like, I told McKay, I'm just so sad. He said, you making yourself sad, Mom. You keep listening to sad songs. Why won't you stop listening to sad songs? Listen to something positive and happy. And I was like, it never crossed my mind. That sounds like common sense. Like, bitch, stop listening to these sad songs. Love is always supposed to be something wonderful to me. Stop listening to that bullshit and start listening to something more uplifting and positive. Mood change instantly. Also, stop being around people that's complaining, like I talked about earlier. If you're around women who hate being mothers and they feel drained, y'all just all the same, you're gonna hate it. Versus you get around women with systems in place, they love motherhood, they're on schedules and things like that, you're gonna feel much different about being a mother and balancing it all. All right? Thank you. I just had my 5th baby a week ago. Me and my husband own a business, and I don't have any friends. And mentally, I'm great. I don't need people. Yeah, some people don't need people. I feel the same way. All right, Facebook, I'm finna go. Thank y'all for listening to me. YouTube, I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes, then I gotta wrap this up. It's almost 5 o'clock. I gotta go be a mom. Gotta get away from the complainers. Exactly. And you got to be solution based. So once you get to the root of the problem, like once you sit down with your piece of paper and just be honest, be as vulnerable. You're probably going to be crying snot because tears. Just be as honest as possible. I might need to teach y'all how to journal again. But you need to be as honest as possible. Once you start realizing this is the problem, now what is the solution? For every problem, there's a solution. What is the solution? Try to pick at least 3 different solutions. So if the first solution don't work, that's okay. Let's try solution 2. If that solution don't work, let's try solution 3. And then that'll help you. No, I'm not going to the classics. Thank you. Our children are so wise. I feel like that's who I really listen to. God know I needed children because I don't be listening to y'all. I be like, I ain't listening to them motherfuckers. But my kids, I value their opinions. So God sometimes he'll use your children to speak to you. A good support system is much needed when you have several kids to provide the time they need. I agree, but I think as women, especially women of color, we have to realize that a lot of us don't have the villages that our parents had, and they was fucked up villages anyways, you don't want them, where family members watch the kids. So you like, damn, I don't got nobody to watch the kids. Yes, you do. You just might have to pay for the village. Learn to be okay paying for the village. Okay. Thank you. My problem is me and my husband is not on the same page. He helps, but it has to be his way, and me and his way of parenting is different. But I need and want him to be in the house and a father to the kids. So you have to learn to compromise and adapt. And you have to learn to present things in a manner of what's in it for him. If you do it this way, here's what's in it for you, kind of thing. Some people are like, that's manipulation. It's really not. And then as women, and I had to learn this, like as women, we're not always right. Men are different. First of all, once you realize a man is different from a woman and a man is supposed to be different from a woman, it'll give you the comfort. Like how you say, oh, we have 2 different parenting styles. I want it like, you're a woman, he's a man. They're different. But you can kind of control the man in the flow. I'm trying to explain this the best way I know how to. You can kind of control the way the parenting flows based on certain systems. But You still have to respect your husband's outlook on how he likes to parent. Don't make him feel like he just wrong. Sometimes that's what it comes across like. I want to parent this way because I think that it's right, and you telling him it's wrong, instead of you looking at it from a different standpoint, getting him to realize certain things that we went through was probably abuse, and he don't see it that way, kind of thing. You gotta kind of get in his head. Yes, I've been a Lakeland. Can I do more cooking videos? Yeah, when I cook more. So it's a certain way you gotta move about the country. Try my little boob was just hanging on for dear life. You're so right. Thanks. My pleasure. That was me giving you some advice without trying to dive super deep. I'm tired of so many people getting paid off negative commentary videos about you. I guess it's just a part of social media game. It is. And then just be grateful you feeding them hoes kids and helping them get hairdos and shoes and all that. Honestly, I don't care when people do negative videos about me. I have very tough skin thanks to my life experience. My only issue will always be if a bitch steal my videos. Don't steal my motherfucking videos. Don't steal my videos. Other than that, baby, do what you want. Also, if you know where people coming from, it don't hurt. If I know the person making this video, they're just upset because they can't be as transparent as me, I don't really give a fuck what they say. If I know the person making this video talking about me can't even show themselves on camera because they so miserable, ugly, why would I care? I can show my failures and fuck ups and get up, and they can't. They just act like they perfect all day. Why would I let that bother me? So it's kind of when you start looking at who's delivering the message, you find comfort in knowing like, bitch, fuck them, you know? I appreciate you taking the time to really give advice to us. That was very helpful and thoughtful. It's my pleasure. This is why I used to teach and wake up with Peach. I've changed many lives, many, but I ain't ready yet. On TikTok, they was trying to get me to start back. They're like, please, Peaches, please. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not gonna get up at 5. I don't like nobody. I don't want to do it. But I love helping people elevate and look at things differently. We have thick skin down in Florida. Most likely because of abuse and bullying, though. Like, I didn't get this way overnight. I didn't know why I was being picked on all the time and why my mama treated me the way she did and stuff like that. But it's like it prepared me for this moment. Even down to the girls in Tampa, if you've been following me for years before YouTube, the girls in Tampa used to get on Facebook and be like, I hate Peach McINTYRE, that, like, just attack me for anything, like just attack me. So it all prepared me for this. When God expanded my territory, it don't break me down no more. Versus other people just coming into this, they can't handle it. Yep. It'll all make sense later for you. Like you going through certain things in your life and you feeling like, why me, why me, why me? I promise it's a purpose. I promise it's a purpose, a gorgeous purpose. That's my daughter's name, gorgeous purpose. The pain, the ugliness has a beautiful, a gorgeous purpose. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all want me to cook? All right, let me go. I want to thank you all for watching this video. We had us a whole little therapy session. I don't know about you, but I know I feel lighter. Y'all have a phenomenal day. Bye.